So, good morning, friends, and I am Hamid Hussain, and welcome to our channel Jamia Coaching Center. Okay, so today the topic which we'll discuss is coordinate geometry of class 10th. Okay, so you have already studied about coordinate geometry in class 9, as you have already studied what is x coordinate, y coordinate, and what is it is called, that we have already studied in the class 9. X coordinate is called abscissa and y coordinate is called ordinate. Okay, and any point or any coordinate is located in such a way that we write x and then the value of y. Okay, it means in any x and y coordinate, if there is a point, so first we will write the value of x and then we will write the value of y. Okay, if this is a point, so this is the distance x1 and this is the distance y. Okay, so the first we write x and then y. So in this class, it means in 10th class we will study about some topics in coordinate geometry, as we will study distance formula, then we will discuss section formula, and then we will study the area of triangle, and with the help of with the help of the formula of area of triangle we can find whether a given points are collinear or not. Okay, whether given 3 points are collinear or not. Okay, so first we will discuss about distance formula. So what is distance formula? Distance formula is that formula by which we can find the distance between 2 points in coordinate geometry. Okay, so if there are 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, so we can find the distance between them by using Pythagoras theorem that we have already learned in the previous class. So when you apply, so that is very easy, that we have already studied. A square of hypotenuse equals to sum of the square of 2 of its legs. So if first point is P and a second point is Q, then PQ is equals to a square root of x2 minus x1 to the whole square plus y2 minus y1 to the whole square. Okay, so this is called distance formula. Okay, so with the help of this formula you can easily find the distance between 2 points. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. Okay, first example, do the points 3 2 minus 2 3 and 2 3 form a triangle? If so, name the type of a triangle formed. Okay, so how can we find whether they are forming a triangle or not? Because we have already studied in the earlier classes that sum of two sides of a triangle will always greater than the third side. Okay, so we'll find the distance between 3 2 and minus 2 3, 3 2 and 2 3, and minus 2 3 and 2 3. Okay, it means we'll consider these are 3 points PQ, PQR. So we'll find the distance PQ, QR and PR. Okay, now we'll check that whether they are greater or not. Yes, they are greater, and they are also asking if so name the type of triangle formed. So we can easily look at a square root of 50 plus a square root of 2 equals to a square root of 52. It means it forms a right angle triangle. Okay, next example 2, show that the points 1 7 4 2 minus 1 1 and minus 4 4 are the vertices of a square. So we will consider that these points are A, B, C and D. Okay, and we will find the distance between AB, AC, AB, BC, CD and DA. So these are the sides, and we are finding that all the sides are equal and the length of diagonals are also equal. It means it is forming a square. Okay, next example 3, Figure 7.6 shows the arrangement of the desk in the classroom. Asima, Bharti, and Kamala are seated on at 3, 1, 6, 4, and at 6 respectively. Do you think they are seated in a line? So it is very easy. We will find the distance between AB and BC, and then we will find the distance AC. If AB plus AC BC equals to AC, so it will form a line, and if AC is greater than AB plus BC, then they are not seated in a line. Okay, so we will find the distance. So AB is 3 root 2, BC is 2 root 2, and AC is 5 root 2. It means it is forming a line. They are seated in a line. Example 4. Find a relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 7, 1 and 3, 5. Okay, so we have to find a distance from where these points are equidistant. It means from that point, the distance between that point and this, and that point and this will be equal. So let us consider that point is P, and the coordinate of that point is xy. So the distance between xy and 7, 1 will be equal to xy and 3, 5. So we'll find the distance between xy and 7, 1. X minus 7 to the whole square plus y minus 1 to the whole square equals to distance between the xy and 3, 5. X minus 3 to the whole square plus y minus 5 to the whole square, and we got an equation or relation between these points. Okay. Next, example number 5. Find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from the point A6, 5 and B minus 4, 3. So you can easily find this equation, the distance, because that point is on the y-axis. So the coordinate of that point will be 0y, because if any point is on the y-axis, so the value of y will the value of x will be 0, and there will be something value of y. So the value of that coordinate or the value of that point will be 0y. So the distance between them will be 6 minus 0 to the whole square plus 5 minus y to the whole square equals to minus 4 minus 0 to the whole square plus 3 minus y to the whole square. And when we will solve this equation, we will get the value of y, and that point will be 0, 9. Okay, that is our required answer. Exercise 7.1. Find the distance between the following pair of points 2, 3, 4 minus 4, 1. So you can usually find the distance by applying the distance formula. You can solve all of these. Okay. Second question. Find the distance between the point 0, 0, 36, 15. Can you now find the distance between the two towns A and B discussed in the section 7.2? Yes, we can find the distance. Next, question number 3. Determine if point 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, L1 are collinear. We have already discussed. We will find the distance between these, and we will check whether the sum of two smaller distances are equal to larger distance, then they are collinear, and if the sum of two smaller distances are greater than the third one, then that are not collinear. Next question. Check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4, 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So how can we check? It is very easy. We will find the distance between them. Okay. If they are forming, if the distance between 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 6, 4, 7 minus 2 and 5 minus 2 and 7 minus 2 is the different, then they will form or they are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay. And the two distance will be same, because in the isosceles triangle two sides are similar. So in this, two sides will be should be equal. Okay. Question number 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at a point A, B, C and D as shown in the figure 7.8. Champa and Charlie walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks, don't you think ABCD is a square? So how can we find whether it is a square or not? The point of or the coordinate of A is 3, 4, B is 6 and 7, D is 6, 1 and the value coordinate of C is 9, 4. Now you can find the distance between AB, AD, BC and DC. If it is equal and the diagonal is also equal, then it forms a square. Okay. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give a reason for your answer. Okay. So just you have to find the distance between them and you have to check whether they are forming which type of quadrilateral. Question number 7. Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant to minus 5 and minus 2, 9. So it is on the x-axis. So the value of y will be 0. So that point will be 0x, x0, and we can easily find that point, okay, by applying distance formula. Find the value of y for which the distance between the points p2 minus 3 and q10y is 10 unit. Okay, so they have given the distance. So by applying the distance formula, we can easily find the value of y. Question number 9. If q01 is equidistant from p 5 minus 3 and the r x 6, then find the value of x. Also find the distance qr and pr. That is very easy because it is equidistant from this point. So the distance between qp is equals to distance qp is equals to qr, and you can find the value of x. Okay, find a relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. So you can easily find that we have already discussed in the example. Next one is section formula. Section formula is used where we have to find the coordinate of a point if a line is get section into two part. Okay, so if a line is section into two parts, m1 and m2, and the coordinate of the end point of this line is x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay, so we have to find the value of this point at point which the point at which it is intersect, or at the point it the point at which it is section. Okay, so the value of this will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and the value of y coordinate will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so by applying this formula you can find the coordinate of this point. Okay, there is a special case in which line will be divided into two equal parts. Okay, it means 1:1 ratio. So here the coordinate will be x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So by applying these things you can solve the question. Okay, so we'll see some question based on this. Find the coordinate of the point which divides line segment join the point 4 minus 3 and at 5 in the ratio of 3:1. Here x1 is 4 and x2 is x1 is 4 and x2 is 8, y1 is minus 3 and y2 is 5. So and m1 is 3 and m2 is 1. So by applying that formula you can find the coordinate. In what ratio does the point minus 4, 6 divide the line segment joining the point A minus 6, 10 and B 3 minus 8. Okay, so in this you will get two equations by applying section formula, and you can easily find the ratio. There is alternate method that you have to just assume it is m1 is to m2 is 1 is to k. Okay, so you will find the value of k, and by applying this method you can solve this question in only one step. Okay, example 8. Find the coordinate of the point of the trisection, that is the point dividing in three equal parts of the line segment joining the point A 2 minus 2 and B minus 7, 4. So Here it is that. So first we will assume at the point for the point 1, m1 will be 1 and m2 will be 2, and when we have to find the value of q, so m1 will be 2 and the m2 will be 1. That is very easy, and now you can find the value of coordinate of p and q. Example number 9. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5 minus 6 and minus 1 minus 4. Okay. Also find the point of intersection. Okay. So first of all, the y-axis. Y-axis means that point will be 0y. Okay. So we have assumed that it has divided into k:1 ratio, and by applying the distance formula you can find the value of k, and that is value of k is 5. And when we will put the value of k in this, so you will get the value of x and y. So you will get the value of x equals to 0 and the value of y equals to minus 13/3. Okay. Example number 10. If point A 6, 1, B 8, 2, C 9, 4 and D P3 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find the value of P. We know that the diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. So whether we have to find the form of parallelogram or not, so just we have to find the distance between these diagonals. So okay, 1 minute. Example number 10. So A B C D, A B C D. So we already know the diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. So we'll apply this special case. If it will follow, then it forms a parallelogram. Okay. So A is 6, 1, B is 8, 2, C is 9, 4 and D is P3. Okay, 1 minute. It forms a parallelogram and we have to find the value of P. Okay, that is very easy, because we know the value of this. So first we will find the coordinate of this, and okay, and this will also midpoint of BD. So 6 plus 9/2, that will the coordinate of the value of A will be equal to 8 plus P/2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 6 plus 9, 15 equals to 8 plus P. So P equals to 15 minus 8, 7. So value of P is 7. Okay. Next exercise 7.2. Find the coordinate of the point which divides the join of -1, 7 and 4 minus 3 in the ratio 2:3. That we have to just apply the section formula and you will find the coordinate. Find the coordinate of the point of trisection of the line segment joining 4, -1 and -2, -3. That is it is just that we have discussed an example. You have just take a line, okay, it is trisection. So first you will in the first case you have to take m equals to 1 and m2 equals to 2, and the second case you have to take m1 equals to 2 and m2 equals to 1. You will get two different value of these points. Okay, so all these questions are very easy. Okay, now we'll try to learn area of triangle. So if there is a triangle whose vertices are x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3, okay, x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. Okay. So after the driving, the formula we will get area of triangle will be half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So by applying this formula you can find the area of triangle, or you can find whether the 3 points are collinear or not, because if they will collinear, so area of triangle becomes 0. So example 11, find the area of triangle whose vertices are 1 minus 1 minus 4 6 and minus 3 minus 5. Okay, so by the applying this formula you can find the area of triangle. Example, find the area of triangle formed by these points. But you have to just apply the formula. Find the area of triangle formed by these points. That is also same, based on the same. But there is a twist in this. Twist is the area becomes 0. It means these points are collinear. Okay. And the example number 12, there is also twist. Twist is when you will find the area, you may get area of triangle is minus 2, because in coordinate geometry we can get the negative value, but it doesn't means actually the magnitude will be 2 square unit. Okay. Example number 14. So find the value of k if the point A 2 3, B 4k and C 6 minus 3 are collinear. So if these are there, the area of triangle will be 0. When you apply that formula and you will equate it to 0, you will get the value of k, and that will be that is the 0. Okay. Next example number 15. If A minus 5 7, B minus 4 minus 5, C minus 1 minus 6 and D 4 5 are the vertices of a quadrilateral, find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. So you have to just find the area of quadrilateral. So how can you find? That is very easy. If this is A, B, C and D points, okay, this are forming a quadrilateral. So A is minus 5 7, B is minus 4 minus 5, C is minus 1 minus 6 and D is 4 5. So we have to just divide into 2 triangles. Whether we can divide into A, B, C and A, D, C, or we can also divide into A, B, D and B, C, D, and we know the vertices of this triangle. So we will apply this formula and we'll calculate the area of triangle for triangle 1 and triangle 2, and then we'll add, then we will get the value of area of quadrilateral. Next exercise 7.3. Find the area of triangle whose vertices are, that is very easy. In each of the following, find the value of k for which the points are collinear. If the points are collinear, it means the area of triangle is 0 and you will find the value of k. Find the area of the triangle formed by the joining the midpoints of the sides of the triangle whose vertices are 0 minus 1, 2 1 and 0 3. Find the ratio of the this area to the area of given triangle. So look here, in this there is a triangle and another triangle is formed with the joining the midpoint of these sides. Okay, so the vertices of this triangle is 0, -1, 2, 1 and 0, 3. Okay, how can we find the vertices of this? Because these are the midpoint, so we will apply the special case of midpoint theorem, or so you or can say special case of section formula. So this will be 2 plus 0 by 2 to 1, 1 plus -1, 0, 0 by 2, 0. Here 2 plus 0 by 2, 1, 1 plus 3 by 2, 4, 4 by 2, 1, 4 by 2, 2, and -1, 0 plus 0 by 2, 0, and -1 plus 3 by 2, -1 plus 3. So you will get 2, 2 by 2, 1. So these are the vertices. Now you can find the value of the find the area of the bigger triangle and the smaller triangle, and you can find the ratio. Okay. Next question is, find the rough quadrilateral whose vertices taken in the order this. So they are taken in the order. So you have just split into two triangles and find the area of that triangle, and you will, when you will add the area of two triangles, you will get the area of this quadrilateral. Okay, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share with all your friends.